Hello and welcome everyone to the regional qualification Group A of the Realms Championship Tournament hosted by Comtours. I'm your host Cray, and this will be the first time that we are having the Lord of the Rings collaboration, and we'll be having tons of interesting matchups consisting of the latest collab, alright? So the tournament will be played out with a total of 15 players divided into 3 groups. And as for today, we'll be having Group A, consisting of Jin Yao, Freya Babe, Zetamil, Fadli, Fadil, and Vanessa Hannah. Unfortunately, Jin Yao will not be able to make it due to personal reasons, alright? And in terms of the schedule of this tournament, we will be having the Realms Championship Group B tomorrow on the 18th of March, 8 p.m. Singaporean time, and Group C will be played on the 19th of March, 8 p.m. SGT as well. So here is the rules and mode of competitions. It's going to be playoffs. It's very simple. It's going to be based on the SWC ruling as well, so there will be a pre-ban phase at the start of the draft. All players will need to use at least one collaboration character in every single match, alright? They will not be able to pre-ban collab characters, and you are not able to ban the collab characters if there's only one picked up in the team. Failure to adhere to the rules will result in an automatic loss for that round. So it's very simple. The rankings of each group will be based on the number of wins, and the scores will be based on the set win-loss differential. The top 2 players from each group will advance to the grand finals of the Realms Championship, which will be happening on the 22nd of March at 7:30 p.m. Singaporean time. So once again, the rules are very simple. For the grand final stage, quarterfinal and semi-final will be a best of 3, and the grand finals will be a best of 5. I cannot wait to see who will actually progress onwards to the finals itself, because I think honestly, right, this collaboration with the Lord of the Rings is basically every unit is good. So we'll be able to see a lot of different combinations, things like I'm pretty sure that if you've been playing RTA for quite a while now, within the past couple of weeks or even a month, you'll be able to see those kind of combinations with the Singza. I think Singza and the Water Gandalf together is like super solid, very hard to deal with, and we'll be able to see things which can also counter with the likes of Fire Legolas, because Fire Legolas will be able to steal buffs from the opponent's side, and there's gonna be a pretty decent counter mainly towards those kind of teams. And then you can pick things like Bolverk. I think these are all like the standard counters that we're seeing so far, but we'll be able to see what kind of units that the players for today will be bringing it out, alright? And in terms of that, other collaboration unit that is also highly sought is the Water Aragon. I think that unit is a little bit underrated. He has a really good skill tree, and the skill 2 can team up with attack buff and armor break, so I really like that one. So here is the list of players that will be participating for this tournament. Like I said, Group A will be Jin Yao, Freya Babe, Zetamil, Fadli, Fadil, and Vanessa Hannah. And unfortunately, Jin Yao will not be able to make it for today. Group B, Day 2, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m. SGT, we'll be having Flynn, Blackpink Royd. This guy is also pretty strong. We've seen him perform really well in the last tournament that we had. Kyojuro also fighting this one out with Melton and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 star question mark. Very nice name right there. Group C, we'll be having Zax, Kai, Brown X Coney. A very big whale, this guy. Nice Druan and Fyro. So a lot of big names right here, especially in Group C. Zax is also a really strong player. If he want to participate properly, or maybe if he take things seriously, he's always Guardian 3. It's just that you don't really hear his name out that much, because it's just one of those players that love the game He doesn't really participate much in tournaments, but if he wants to play properly, he's one of those players that is always at the top, alright? Kai, I think no introduction needed. He's been participating in a lot of tournaments that we had so far. And Brown X Goni is also a very big wheel in my guild. And I definitely cannot wait to see who's gonna come out ahead in Group A. I think the big names here would probably be Zeta, right? Zeta, if I'm not mistaken, he pulled quite a lot of the collab units, especially, I think he has one of the LD ones as well, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we can see things like Light Gandalf or even the Light Legolas. I think those two are like super solid. If those players are like kind of turn 1 cleave, CC cleave kind of thing, then Dark Aragon will be a very, very good unit to have as well, because that unit is basically like a Carnal with pushback, all these kind of things. Does decent damage as well. So yeah, with that being said, the rewards of the regional qualification of the Realms Championship, okay, the first and second seed of each group will receive 500 crystals, and of course the opportunity to participate in the grand finals of this tournament, once again happening on the 22nd of March, 7:30 p.m. SGT. The third place players will be getting 300 crystals each, and last but not least, all remaining players will also get 200 crystals for their efforts made in this tournament. Also, just make sure to sit back and relax and enjoy the entirety of the stream, alright? Because there's gonna be 2 coupon codes given out today, alright? So once the coupon code is shown later on the screen, make sure to collect it as soon as possible, because there's gonna be limited redemptions on it, alright? In terms of the rewards of the grand finals, here you go. So there's a lot of new products that they're gonna be giving out. The reward only gets bigger in the grand finals of this tournament, where the champion will receive the trophy of the Realms Championship and a Summonersword Ragdoll keycap, which also includes the coupon code with all those crystals and mystical scrolls and whatnot, alright? The runner-up of the finals will get the Lord of the Rings X Summonersword playing cards. And last but not least, the 2 third place players will be awarded with the Lord of the Rings X Summonersword Fellowship Blanket. And like I said, all these products have their own coupon codes, which give in-game items as shown as the screen. So from the looks of things here, I think the Ragdoll keycap looks really cool. It's gonna be nice to play cards with the Summonersword collaboration with the Lord of the Rings as well. That's gonna be a very nice pick. And what I really like is also the Fellowship Blanket, you know. There, we can sleep with it. Definitely able to make use of it, alright? So there you go. These will be the rewards of the finals of the Realms Championship, happening on the 22nd of March. So with that being said, I think we have probably covered most of the introduction here. And now we'll just be able to wait for a moment. When the players are ready, we should be able to dive into the games shortly, alright? So, once again, let me know down in the comments below how many collab Nat 5s have you pulled so far. I want to see the amount of people that got everything. Personally, on my own account, I've gotten 6 out of the 7. Kind of lacking the Wind Gandalf. So yeah, Wind Gandalf is also a very interesting unit, which has a very good passive, but we didn't really see it that often so far in RTA. Hopefully he's gonna be able to shine a little bit, because what I really think is that in terms of his passive, he's able to like cleanse one ally, those kind of things, with if they have like shield on it. And when they have shield, they are also immune to attack bar decreasing effects, which is gonna be like a, in a way, hard counter against things like Oliver, you know? If you can put the shield up first. So that is the most important. But I think it's quite easy because he has a very high base speed. So that is one of the units that we should be looking at. And I believe we should be able to start the first match real soon, okay? Yeah, we'll be able to start with Zetamel up against Fadli Fadil. I think those two players are ready. The rest of the remaining players are still entering into the lobby, right? So just hold on, and we should be able to get it real soon in terms of the matchups, all right? So once again, let me know down in the comments below how many Nat 5s have you pulled, or maybe even the LDs, right? What I really like about the LD ones is the Light Gandalf. I think Light Gandalf is like super good in normal arena defense. And here we go. We're going to be having Zetamel up against Fadli Fadil. And in terms of Musa Z, is Water Aragon good? Yes, it is. Super strong, especially in Siege and Guild Battle offense. RTA, it could be viable as well, because that's going to be the team up with attack buff. He can also land armor break, and the third skill places immunity and shield, also resetting the cooldown of the entire team. So once again, the rules, okay, for the players, make sure to adhere to these, because if you don't, then there's gonna be you're gonna be penalized with an automatic loss for the round itself. You need to use at least one collaboration character in every single match. They will not be able to pre-ban collect characters, and you cannot ban collect characters if there's only one picked in the team. So Fadhil will be removing the Naftis, Zetamel banning off the Hey Gang. First picking Manon here as well on the side of Fadli Fadil. And Zetamel is gonna go for the Wind Legolas. That's gonna be some sort of big burst damage coming out from him. Going for the Adriana as well. So Fadil picking a HP leader in the form of the Virad. Going very heavy water as well, with the likes of Alicia. So do they synergize well here? Now that I think about it, there's no strips yet on the side of Fadil. Zetamel is gonna go for that dark unit, the Rake, as well as the Shiho. So about 15 seconds left, and Fadhil is showing this Automel, and he needs to pick a collab character, alright? And he's gonna go with the Dark Legolas. Okay, that's gonna be a very interesting unit. It's some sort of an Isilan kind of thing, but I think it's a little bit on the weaker side in terms of the skill kit. And Zetamel will be going for the Patter right at the end. So Patter is kind of like a force ban material, because there's gonna be tons. Oh, Fadhil made a mistake right here. He banned off the Wind Legolas. We've already went through all the rules, and I believe this has come to an end for round 1. I know everybody here, all the players, please adhere to the rules, alright? I think it's very simple. This is a collab tournament, okay? I've already mentioned this tons of times already. I think we've been playing these kind of collab tournaments for the past 3 years, and all players will need to use at least one collab character in every single match. They will not be able to pre-ban collab characters, and you cannot emphasize this one again. You cannot ban collab characters if there's only one collab character picked in the team, okay? If you pick 2, then maybe yes, you can ban the Wind Legolas if Zeta picks another collab unit. But if just one, then you can't ban it off, alright? We want to showcase the strength of the collaboration characters. That's the reason why we have the Realms Championship for today. And that's gonna be 4 days in total, right? So today is Group A. Tomorrow, 8 p.m., same timing as well. It's gonna be Group B. As you can see earlier, we showed the names, the player lists. And for Group C, it's gonna be on Thursday. the grand finals will be happening on Saturday, right? So yeah, just a friendly reminder once again to all players, please make sure to follow the rules. It's very simple. As simple as that, you know? Okay, so I believe we should get the match rolling once again real soon. So yeah, I think in terms of talking about collaboration characters here, what I really want in terms of LD is the Light Legolas. I think that unit is so strong because in terms of his skill 2, he can basically steal the push back the opponent, and his passive makes it so that if any of your allies, including yourself, crit, you gain 10% attack bar and defense as well, all this kind of good stuff. So he's gonna be scaling really well. Alright, so here we go. Pre-bans will be locked in by these two players soon. Alright, pre-bans are locked in. This time the Dark Monkey and Heigang. So Dark Monkey, yeah, I mean he's one of those very strong beneficial block units with armor break and also stun. So Zetamel opening up with this unit right there. I've seen him play this one a lot. It's super strong. The Rake. So that's going to be tons of damage output coming up from that unit. And he's not easy to die as well because every time he does the third skill, he's going to get the Endear effect on himself. And when you Violent proc as well, you're going to have the skill tree most of the time. So very, very fun unit with big burst damage. Etna and Shiho to follow through as well. On Fadil's side, it's the Virat, Alicia, Dark Legolas, and bringing in the Artamel once again. So Artamel here, it's quite susceptible towards Etna because Etna does have armor break. However, Etna 100% crit most of the time, so Artamel could be decent if he has 100% resistance with all the counter stuns as well. So Zetamel going for the Light Legolas as well as Adriana at the end. So Artamel will be removed. Same goes to the Shiho. Oh my god, this Light Legolas is gonna be scaling so well. Because his attack power and defense is gonna increase definitely up to 100%. There's gonna be tons of crit coming out from Zeta's side as well. So going for the Shatter, look at all the increased attack bar from the Legolas already. But the Monkey doing God's work. Getting the very important counter stun onto 2. But Monkey going down real soon. Already less than 20% health. And Rick is going to finish it off with these burst damage. 40k nuke on it. Now Dark Legolas, what can he do with the S3 here? So just opting for the normal attack. Virat, there's no follow through strips on this team coming out from Fadil. And Alicia will be able to just go for the big burst, getting counter damage as well. With the capture, Dark Legolas got deleted from the field as well as the Alicia. And yep, there's no stopping Rick here. And it's gonna be a 2-0 clean sweep coming out from Zeta. So very good showcasing from him. And I believe that's game for Zetamel and against Fadil, right? So Zeta is gonna get a 2 point right here. And unfortunately, like I said, Jinyao not able to make it for today, meaning that everybody will be getting +2 points. That Jinyao will be -8 in this group stage itself, alright? I believe we have specified this tournament as the Lord of the Rings collaboration. Alright. So like I said, this is a Lord of the Rings collaboration with Summonerswar, the Realms Championship. In terms of the ruling, it's very simple. It's the standard stuff really. That you need to pick in one of the collaboration character. One of the Lord of the Rings collaboration character itself. Just give me a moment while we try to figure out where the remaining players are, right? So, I believe Freya Babe and Vanessa Hannah is not here as well. Let me just get a confirmation for you guys, alright? Hold on to your horses. Yeah, pretty unfortunate that people don't follow the timing of the tournament. It's really hard to like get everything sorted out because there's nothing much that the production team can do as well, because we've already specified things like the timing, basically the date of the tournament, the rules, everything is like already given out to all the players that applied. Okay, they actually applied for joining this tournament, so it's really unfortunate to see these kind of things happening for the group stages, especially for the day one. I believe the other two players are not here as well, in the likes of Freya Babe and Vanessa Hannah. So we'll be able to release the bracket real soon. Yeah, very unfortunate. I wanted to see more matches for today, guys. But it is what it is. No hate on the players as well, because I know maybe sometimes there's gonna be like emergency that you won't be able to make it on this date itself. So just gonna be releasing the bracket for today, right? So Zetamel will have 4 points. Fadli Fadil getting 3 points here as well. And I believe these two players will be moving onwards to the finals, alright? Because there's no show from Vanessa, Hannah, Freya, Babe, and Genial. They're all gonna be placed last right here, which is deemed fair, alright? We are gonna be having the Group B, okay? So, just gonna be literally one match for today, one setup match today, which is very unfortunate to see, alright? But, like I said, it is what it is. The players are not here. So, bracket Group A done. Zetamel and Fadli will be able to progress onwards to the finals. And tomorrow we'll be having Day 2 of the Realms Championship. I believe those 5 players are definitely gonna make it for tomorrow. So Group B will be happening on the 18th of March 2026. Same timing, okay, as today, 8 PM Singaporean time. And Group C will be played on the 19th of March, 8 PM Singaporean time as well. So I think without further ado, I'll just release the coupon codes for you guys, alright? So make sure to collect this one. It is Middle Earth SW. Alright? Middle Earth SW. You'll be able to receive 1 mystical scroll and 100 energy. Just make sure to collect this one right now. So once again, Middle Earth SW. You'll be able to get 1 mystical scroll and 100 energies. And there's gonna be one more coupon code, alright? So make sure to collect this one first. And then I'll just basically talk a little bit more about the tournament. Anything that I missed out, I believe not. But just a friendly reminder, okay, once again. So, a timeline. Make sure to join in tomorrow, same timing, 8 PM Singaporean time for Group B. We'll be having tons of interesting matches then. Today is unfortunately a no-show for most of the players which has applied. I don't know, man. I mean, honestly speaking, if you apply for a tournament, make sure to adhere to the rules, follow the timeline. It's very simple. We give you the opportunity to do it. If not, we will have picked other players to join this tournament as well. So, in a way, yeah, that's just not a good sign. All right. So hopefully, the remaining players that are participating in Group B and C, just make sure to be notified on this once again. Group C once again will be happening on the 19th of March, and the top 2 players from each group will qualify for the grand finals happening on the 22nd of March 2026. So here is the final code of tonight. It is see you in finals. You'll be able to get 1 mystical scroll and 100,000 mana stones, okay? As simple as that. See you in finals. So make sure to collect all these as soon as possible, because there's gonna be limited redemptions on it. Okay, see you in finals for 1 mystical scroll and 100,000 manas. Have you collected it already? Alright. You never know. With this 1 mystical scroll, the other code gave you 1 as well. There's gonna be an opportunity for you to pull that collab Nat 5 character that you probably want. Alright? And that's gonna be it for today. Unfortunately, like I said, a lot of no showing from 3 players, so that we won't be having like really fun matches to watch. It was just basically one match, because there was a forfeit from Fadli Fadil. And we did get to see the power of Light Legolas, alright? So Zetamel already showcased he has this unit picked up, and I think it's gonna be very important for the other players in the other groups that is gonna qualify for the finals itself to try to deal with that unit in the near future, okay? So with that being said, that concludes the end of Group A of the Realms Championship hosted by Comtours. Congratulations to Fadli Fadil and also Zetamel for making it through to the finals. They're gonna be getting both the Crystals Award, 500 crystals each. And we'll be seeing who comes out ahead in Group B and C as well tomorrow and Thursday. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all tomorrow for Group B of the Realms Championship happening at 8 PM Singaporean time. Take care and enjoy the rest of the evening. Alright? See you then. Bye-bye.